How are you going? So we're going to do general messages for the week of the 1st of January through to the 8th of January for the first week of 2022, which we've now just started here in Oz. So if you're still waiting for the new year to ring in, I wish you all the very, very best. I think it's much better sitting on this side of the fence than that side of 2021's energy. I think you will be much happier when you ring in the new year, no matter what you're doing in your neck of the woods. So I thought for something different, we'll spin it out of astrological order because that can sometimes get a little bit tedious and tiresome. So it'll be all 12 signs, general messages for the week of the 1st till the 8th of January. For Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements of each of them signs out of astrological order. So we'll just be having a quick look at that week, what general messages you need to know, and then we will probably flip some other cards from Oracle and stuff. Not sure. We'll see. We're winging this one, I reckon. We might just wing it and see how it goes. So, here you go. So, Happy New Year. Yippee-yay, we made it. Thank God for that. 2022 is going to be much, much better, even with its some of its creepy transits this year. I think astrologically it's going to be looking much, much better. So, speaking of better, first sign today. As I said, we are doing all 12, but in its own wickedy whacked design. It's Pisces. We could cut my finger, so it's going to be interesting. It's always good when you cut that finger. For Pisces. From the 1st till the 8th. Alright, let's begin. It's been hot as crap a few days here. Thank God today's actually going to be a bit more cooler. I think we've rocked through a temperature of about 38 degrees here for New Year's night, like New Year's Day. 31st. Crazy. Alright. 1st till the 8th of January. Let's see what's coming in from Pisces from Saturday week. It's the first beautiful, lovely week of 2022 for Pisces. Let's see what's happening with the fishy friends. Six of Swords. So we're making a journey here, an advancement into the unknown. Moving to make a headstrong attempt to overcome anxiety or things that were worrying us, making us anxious, making us hold us back in many ways. We are getting rid of a lot of the extras of life, though. We really are just moving ahead with our bare essentials, ourselves, and the Six Swords. It's often always a journey over water, it refers to, but doesn't necessarily have to. But it's very much the consistency of really making a headstrong attempt here to overcome something that had left you pretty weakened or lacking in mental capacity to be able to do it. The next card following that, Pisces, is exactly that, sign of Leo's major arcana. It is the Strength card. So when you back them two together, a headstrong attempt to make a journey here, to make movement here. With Swords as air energy, so it's all about the intellectual plane, mental attitudes and mental way of thinking. With the Strength card behind that, it's championizing exactly that: strength, courage, zest, zeal, taming that beast, controlling. Real brave energy. but a lot of strength here. So really championizing strength throughout this week as you make this journey at the beginning of the week, I feel, to make this real headstrong attempt to overcome something that you haven't been able to do before. That could be attaining to this. Third card, Three of Swords. So that's heartbreak. In this lovely Greek deck, is sort of, being treated to a lovely bath of sorts there. But basically it's heartbreak, dispersion, sorrow. It's pain. Pain through heartbreak. After that, we have the Two of Pentacles reverse with the Ten of Cups reverse. This is looking at the weekend portion of it now, as we come into the weekend of the Saturday of the 8th. So, lacking agility to handle matters, especially around monetary, trying to balance something out very, very tediously, and it's not working very well. Could be attained to love or a commitment around the house, home, family. Ten of Cups reverse, that's a real reassemble around the family home. Lacking in joy. I want to say companionship as well, because the Ten of Cups is really unionizing that family home, pride of joy, a lot of love, sentiment, cups, water energy, constantly flowing, movable. Not so movable for you right now in the right direction though, Pisces, I would say. Not with them two cards. So, summarizing this week, it's going to be a bit of a kicker, basically, for Pisces, first week of 2022. Making a headstrong attempt to get movement here on something that I reckon you've been trying for a long time in 2021 to be able to do. And you're trying your best at it, championizing strength. You're trying to tame that beast, keep it all in sync, have confidence, make movement here forward from or away from, or maybe into, depending on what way the story goes for you, into, out of, around. Three of Swords, heartbreak, pain, pain, pain. No giggles, all shits. Not great. Two of Pentacles reverse, Ten of Cups reverse. Yeah, I don't like it. Lacking agility to handle matters. Not having any consistency either. Ten of Cups reverse is unhappy home, unhappy relationship, lacking connection, growing apart. Growth is hard, especially when if you are in a couple relationship, one's growing in one direction and the other one takes some sort of bantish trip on the other direction. But I'm seeing this week is going to be a lot of growth. The starter is going to be a headstrong attempt in one direction to overcome something that you've tried to sidestep for a long time. And I'm seeing you've got a pretty good attempt at it. So long as you're using the Three of Swords as a motivator rather than an inhibitor. If the Three of Swords comes out and then makes you in a depressed, weak, fragile state, that's not good. And then this Two of Pentacles and Ten of Cups reversed after that is going to bowl you down. Probably eat you up. Yeah, Queen of Cups, championize. Warmth-hearted. Just because you're having a bitter experience, don't get bitter on everyone else. Don't take your shit out on everyone else. It's not their fault. Be the warm, nurturing mother. Gender's non-specific. Characteristics of personality is someone warm, very invested, very nurturing. Very loved, adored. Someone that's very mature, though, and knows where to invest in. Doesn't waste their time with fickle fantasy and shit of that nature. She only invest in real things. So Pisces, it's going to be one hell of a week for the first week of 2022. You start off in one direction and either using that Three of Swords to make haste in this direction of Six of Swords and strength that you're trying to really get away from, or a headstrong attempt to move in a positive direction from. But by the time we come into the 8th, I'm seeing that there will be some hiccups, you know. Maybe something, a commitment or a relationship within the home. It could even be attainment to your children or siblings even, parents. Some sort of connection here is going to, yeah, let you down, cause you some issue. Maybe just be a bit of a pain in your butt, I guess. Yeah. It's going to be a week. But then again, aren't they all? Leo. Let's see what's coming in for your week. 1st to 8th, 2022, this first week. As we're entering a whole new year. Leo for January 1st to 8th. Leo. 2022 is going to be a good year for Leo. Not all easy, but a good year. Yeah, I think so. 7 of Cups, glutton for choice, having a lot of options on the table, a lot of things that you could choose. Be realistic though, some of these things in these cups, they're not really options because you really wouldn't want them. But it is being glutton for choice. Could be drinking a lot at the moment. Being a bit off your game. Next sign of Cancer, Chariot reversed. So this is cancellation of plans or to lose something otherwise very firmly in your grasp, something that was pretty much a shoo-in, just all of a sudden being like sand through the hourglass, just slipping away. Really pissing you off too, I want to say. I'm thinking maybe one of these cups you may have decided to put a bit of investment in. It may have turned and fleeted on you. Knight of Wands reverse. So this is some sort of interruption coming in here. Or some sort of, I feel like this is a bit of someone that wants all the attention but doesn't really have much intellect. Someone that's a bit of a show pony, someone that's very adolescent. I'm thinking this is one of those cups that you might have had an option of that you didn't want to choose, but they decided to maybe choose you. Good luck with that, Leo. Anyway, by weekend's in, 9 of Wands and the Star. So you're burdened by this individual, we'll say. And you're on the front foot because you know they're going to come back around, because they do that a lot. And you're really wishing that they would just find a plot elsewhere. But you're working on yourself. This is an irritation, obviously. This person may just be one of those people that just pop up like a weed every now and then that needs to be pulled and it comes back. But it may just be the way it is. But you're sort of on the front foot. If this person has come and gone, you're on the front foot thinking that they may come back again very soon. If not this week, then again next week. The Star is saying that, sign of Aquarius, you really are having hope. You're wishing for things to be the way you want. And you may get it in some ways. Not right now, but you are wishing for it. I'm seeing that you're wishing for enough of this 9 of Wands. Enough of having to be on the front foot, waiting for the onslaught, blah, blah, blah. You want to have a break. You want to have a Kit Kat. That's what you want. You want to have 7 of Cups options without any bullshit is what you want. Don't we all? I'm a Leo moon. I want that shit too. Yeah, Queen of Swords. And then you want to say to people, look, if you don't like it, I've got a big sword for you. Off your head. Why not? I feel that. If not quite that blunt and quite malicious, maybe you just want to tell them straight out exactly what you think and feel. That could be another option too. Probably the lesser of two evils. I'd go with that one then. But you are being very forceful, maybe a little bit narrow-minded. You're being very judgmental in the fact that you know best, Leo. two sides to every coin, two sides to every story. Maybe you're being a bit pride-ridden. Yeah, I know. But it's okay to be forceful, especially if you know what you're on about. But don't be callous. Queen of Swords lands all barren and bare. Don't be barren and bare. You can be righteous, but you don't have to be barren and bare. Nothing will grow there. You wouldn't want that now, would you? You want the star, wish fulfillment, happiness. So be forceful with your direction, but try not to be callous with the actual wording you use when you explain to people exactly what you want in your growly-like way. Virgo, the perfectionist. Moving for first week of 2022. First 8th of January 2022. Oh God, here we fucking go. Okay. Oh wow. You know, usually I thought I'll change up. Look, I want to tell you a secret. Astrological order, always during Virgo to Libra, the faces start coming out, the weird sounds start coming out. I'm getting really sick of halfway through the videos. I'm starting to do all this weird shit with my face. So I thought I'd change it up and put Virgo up near the beginning to see if this crap would continue. I'm pulling cards and I'm already doing it. So, you know, it's your star signs, I'm afraid, people. It's not me, it's the star signs' fault. Queen of Wands reverse. Being a bit brazen with what you want to the point of being a bit rude. Being very dishonest in your intentions of what you really want out of things in a way, Virgo. You might be saying that you want to invest in something for a certain purpose, but you know damn well, right, you don't. That's not, it's just all bullshit. Really, you're in it for your own purpose. High Priestess in reverse, you're being very ignorant, short-sighted. Could be in regards to a relationship, a non-platonic one. You've got no foresight, you don't really care to. You're living in the here and now. Rosy coloured glasses syndrome, that shit is. I don't care, I do what I want. I party, yeah. And tomorrow, like, the repercussions never come. King of Pentacles. Through this, somehow you're trying to build security or some sort of... I'm seeing that you're a very smart person. You have a lot of business acumen. You could actually make a lot of real ground at the moment with especially monetary or security or something to do with business. But you're not really focusing your energy all on that at the moment. You're loving the cash stream or whatever it's producing, but rather than putting the effort into like building that security, like nurturing that pentacle, instead you're like, this is wicked and I'm just gonna blow it all and pay like it's 1999 going out of stock. And Ten of Swords reversed with Justice, sign of Libra coming through now, as I was saying before. You will get some benefit or profit, but it will be temporary. It will be very momentary because of justice. Some sort of decision is going to be made, and I don't not necessarily go in your favor, because that's a momentary advancement or benefit. Whatever it is, it won't last for very long. Flies, man. Justice is going to make a decision, an unbiased decision, but doesn't necessarily mean it's going to go in your favor. In fact, I feel it will not. It will be an unbiased, totally on the fence decision. But will it go in Virgo's favor? Yeah, 50-50. I feel next week will be better for you. It's like you've been waiting for justice to come in and make this decision. Till then, you've been just partying hard, living like it's large, because you can be ignorant, because there's been no ruling, there's been no decision. And you could be investing in this security, but rather than do so, you've been waiting, just taking what benefits or profits there are momentarily and just skidding through. But now that this justice or this decision has been made, he wants to drink. Decision's been made, then it's finalized. That's it. And then from that point, it's like the decision's been made, it's been done. So we have to move forward now. So Virgo, it's going to be a big week of the fact that I feel like you've been partying hard, waiting for something for a long time. And there's a lot of effort you could be putting into something a lot more beneficial, I want to say. But you've been waiting, just taking whatever benefits have been coming, living large for that period of time, waiting for the actual judgment to be made. Once the judgment is made, I feel you move forward like, all right, that's done now. Decision's done. It's dusted, it's shelved, it's back to put an investment more into where it should be, rather than the here and now, let's live large while there's no decision made. It's like partying while your parents aren't home. You know they're coming back soon, you got to clean up. But till then, it's all shits and giggles. Libra. For Libra. Libra from the 1st to the 8th of January 2022, this first week of a brand new year. Hi, darlings. For Libra, 1st to the 8th, I cannot believe it's a new year. And it feels good. Let's see what it's going to look like for the 1st to 8th for beautiful Libras. This first week of this beautiful new year. All right. Oh, could be a little bit of struggle. Oh, yeah, there, a little bit of struggle. See, there's those sounds and facial expressions coming in again. As I said, doesn't matter what order I put them in, when Virgo and Libra come out, so do those individual traits, we'll put it down as, to be polite. Okay, Libra. Coming into the week, this first day, new year, you know, we might be bringing some of the old year with us. 10 of Wands, you know, heavy burdens here, a lot of burdens here. I want to say, Libra, being really weighed down by just the weight of things that we might have entered into, not realize how heavy, cumbersome, how burdensome they would be. But I feel like you're getting to the end of it now. It's like, this is completing now. You know, 9 of Swords, you've had a lot of worries, you know. I feel like leading up to, and of course into this week, worrying about loved ones, just in a bit of state of despair, not sleeping very well, overthinking things, you know. Air signs, we're the worst for it. You know, you get up in your head, you start replaying it, you're worrying about things that are, you know, out of this world. But for you, I'm seeing that it's not necessarily out of this world. You may be working yourself up into a bit of a tizzy, but it's not out of the thin ether of nothing. 5 of Wands, you know, this is having a lot of desires here, but having to go through a lot of obstacles. You know, everyone wanting to get their opinion across, everyone being so passionate to the point we're all whacking sticks. No one's getting heard here. It's a massive struggle. It's conflict here. It's really clashing heads. As we come into that last portion of the reading of the 8th, I feel here with that 4 of Swords and that 7 of Cups, you know, you're in a state of being very much pulled back at the moment. You're in a state of exile. You've taken to tomb. You know, with that 4 of Swords, you've completely pulled back. You're in exiled here. Completely isolated or exiled from everyone here. With that 7 of Cups, I'm seeing you do have a lot of options. Some of them, let's be real, you wouldn't want to choose, you know. Some of the cups have things that are downright nasty. But nevertheless, you are quite glutton for choice at the moment, I want to say. Libra. And I feel like coming into the January 8th, you know, you're looking at all of these, but you are in a state of repose or exile at the moment. You're not choosing anything, not up to the 8th anyway of January. Next week's might shed more light on it. But for now, you know, you really are pulled back. You really are in a state of understanding, I feel, as well, through your own exile, isolation, repose state that you've put yourself in, this own respite position, to see things clearly for what these cups truly are, so you can make an as best as you can informed decision. Because, as I said, starting off with that reading, you know, the 10 of Wands, heavy burdens here, entering into things maybe that were just a lot more heavy-handed or cumbersome or just difficult than what you thought they would be to begin with. And you know, this has led up to so much anxiety, worry, you know, sleepless nights, just going over it, just rat and wheel syndrome, going a little bit mental skittish. 5 of Wands, you know, battles here, really having to force your way through here, through conflict, through strife, through, you know, differences here, to get to the state where you could, you know, have a moment's breather, to exile, to get yourself back into a state of repose, replenishment here, respite in between these battles, to then see what options you have to move forward with what option is best for you, or to be at least able to look at the options clearly, to make as best as you can an informed decision. I feel, Libra, very, very methodical, difficult getting through all this, but very responsible. I feel very, very Libran energy, very balanced as best as you can, even through the trenches of the 5 of Wands of battle. Taurus now, for the bulls. What's coming in for the beautiful bulls of the sign Taurus until the 8th of January 2022. For the bulls. My fly just does not want to leave me alone. For the bulls, first 2 weeks. January. Bulls aren't maybe being very compliant. Not wanting to anyway. For Taurus, for the 1st till 8th of January 2022. What's coming in for this week for Taurus? Oops. Sorry guys, just like totally took out the light of the world. Well, not quite the world. The Emperor in reverse though. Aries energy. Taurus, coming into the 1st to the 8th, coming into this week, this new year, you're really lacking in authority. I feel like you're lacking in respect, maybe even from your peers, but really feeling quite weak here, I want to say. Sort of, explain that. You've really lost your stability. You're lacking in conviction. You're sort of, yeah, you feel like you've got no security, you've lost your authority, you've lost your commanding sort of energy of being able to not only command respect from others, but even sort of have footing to stand on. Feeling a bit lost, I want to say. And again, like the last sign, 10 of Wands, maybe because a lot of heavy-handed burdens and just being very, very much weighed down by things that you entered into for passionate things, ideal systems. It could be attainment to a lot of different things for you. But they just became so cumbersome and heavy. And now you just, coming into this week, you just feel very, very weakened by this, lacking authority. Really worn out too, I want to say. I'm trying to get this across the line. And we have the World in reverse. You know, this is continuing the same cycle. This cycle isn't ended yet. And I feel like, so this is just the beginning in some ways, Taurus. You're on a road of, I want to say enlightenment, but maybe you're on a road to somewhere. Because before the 8th comes in, you know, that 9 of Swords and the Devil, sign of Capricorn coming through here. Taurus, you're going through some jeez. 9 of Swords all up in your head, very stressed, anxiety ridden, overthinking it. Could be worried about a loved one or love connection, children maybe even as well, Taurus. But very, very much worried about bad decisions, addictions maybe, things that aren't good for you or this person that you're worried about, whatever this is attaining to. But it's definitely being subordinate or self-destructive in a way. Collision course. And being so in your head about it. So Taurus, this is going to be a bit of a week for you, I feel, to be honest, you know. Lacking authority, lacking in strength, courage, conviction, authority in general, and being very heavily overburdened, really weighed down here by a lot of burdens, obstacles, just things that you had invested in, even though they're starting to, this 10 is starting to complete in a way now, where you thought it was going to, with that World reverse behind it. This battle, this weakness of will, this heavy burdens that you're being so overburdened by, I'm seeing that this cycle is, however, continuing, even though you're telling yourself, you know, I'm nearly at the end, I'm nearly at the end. Wish I could tell you I agree with you, but I've got to tell you otherwise, because it seems like this is very much ongoing saga for you, and you are anxiety ridden, not sleeping well. You've got to get some damn sleep. You've got to try and get out of your head and stop mulling that over to the point of almost insanity, because all it's doing is leading you down a path of self-destruction where you're sourcing out things that are not good for you. People, places, things. Look how the Devil's making them dance. They're losing their humanity, becoming animalistic. You're losing some of your gentle nature, I want to say. Maybe becoming a bit isolated or a bit, you know, think of the 7 deadly sins, you know. Pride, gluttony, you know. Pick one, there's 7. But you really just want to be back in a state where you're admired, respected, and in a way needed, I want to say. It's that lacking of having that role, I guess you could say, or that control, or just that placement. It's really thrown you off, and it's just had a bit of a domino effect, I think. But it's just 1 week out of a whole new year, Taurus, so don't go ball and china shop. It will be all right. Cancer now for the grapes. For Cancer, let's see what's coming in for your first week of this new year, 1st to 8th of January. Cancer. I hope you all had a wonderful New Year's Eve. She's, of course, still doing it, or haven't done it yet, wherever you are in your neck of the woods. For Cancer, for the 1st to 8th of January. Coming in for this week, this first brand new week of 2022. Cancer, you are definitely doing something a lot different to your counterparts, which I like that. Cancers are starting the new year with a whole new bang. 4 of Pentacles reverse. Splurging a little bit here, not cleaving hold of your monetary. You know, you might be catching up friends, you're paying the bill, you are indulging a little bit in the pocket, I guess, yeah, you're paying the bill, or it's always, at the moment, it's your shout. You're sort of being very, very open wallet, I want to say, when it comes to, yeah, any bill needing to be paid, or be it as it may. After that, we have Cancer, the 8 of Cups. So this is making an active decision. 8 is not my 10. 8 is not good enough for me, and I'm walking away. Complete discontinuance of effort, even if there is something to be attained from this. It's giving up all effort, discontinue it regardless of prosperity or what it could yield. After that, we have the Page of Swords, so being very vigilant, spying here, wanting to uncover that of which is less than known information, and that it is key. And I'm seeing here you're wanting knowledge here above all else. Truth in matters, perhaps, or for some of you, I feel like it's past, like history, family, ancestral, some sort of past history, but just knowledge in general, I feel as well. Truth of the matter, just wanting it out and aired. As we come into the 8th, we've got the 8 of Pentacles reversed with the Knight of Wands reverse. So I'm seeing here, Cancer, you're lacking in some sort of skill here, or something to do with career, or you're needing to get some sort of extra dimension here, or skill for your work, job, whatever you do to earn a crust for your monetary. It's that needing to sort of level up, put more skill, or have more skill here around what you do for work. That Knight of Wands reverse, I'm seeing that you're not really putting the effort in here, being very interrupted, being very, very aloft and aloof, I want to say. I'm seeing that you're kind of putting this off for the last minute. You know that you need this extra dimension of skill, or whatever it is for your work or your monetary, or, you know, for example, you might be a fruit picker, and you might need to get I don't know, like cherry picker? Yeah, them things. One of those licenses. Something like that, you know what I mean? You need that for that, to do that job more efficiently moving forward. But you're sort of like, I could put that off for another month. It's not required till then. I'm just going to, you know, wean it out for now until they sort of kick me up the butt and say, well, if you don't have that license or whatever, tomorrow when you come to work, don't come. You're sort of like, I'm not rushing for it. I know it needs to be done, but I'm just going to, you know, file it for now. Be a bit careful with this file it for now kind of energy, because you might be filing things that really do need to be more here and now. But the general consensus for this week, Cancer, it's pretty easy breezy, beautiful, really, in a way. It's pretty, you know, don't get too in debt though with the, you know, open wallet sort of thing. You are paying for the group's expenses, I want to say, if you're going out for dinners or catching up with friends, or, you know, meeting up with the folks, siblings, whatever it be, taking the kids out to tons of fun, whatever it is. You really are sort of, there is maybe no cappage on that spendage. The 8 of Cups, you know, you are walking away or discontinuing a lot of effort here, maybe in this monetary way of being with spending and things, but I feel like it's a lot more than that. It's just a lot of things in general. You're just discontinuing, wrapping up, you know, moving forward here, or stopping putting energy into things that you just, they're not tens for you. But you are getting here a lot of being very vigilant, and with that you're getting a lot of knowledge. You really are taking it all in, fusing, I want to say, your ideal systems around this information. Then, you know, before the 8th comes to be, you know, we've got that 8 of Pentacles reversed with the Knight of Wands reversed. You know, there is some sort of extra skill here, or something needed, an extra dimension of skill to do with monetary here, which is sort of, you're not in no rush to get to with that Knight of Wands reverse. If anything, you know, there's some sort of interruption, delay here. Not really making haste here at all. I want to say, if anything, you're sort of putting the handbrake on and saying, yeah, I could just wean this out another tire. Why not? It is the first week of a whole new year. Why race to it? It's just begun. Okay, next sign for Gemini now. 1st to 8th of January. The first week of the new year of 2022 for Gemini. 1st to 8th of January. Temperance card going to come out. Sign of Sagittarius. Balance, frugality, blending and fusing. Moderation, self-control. Balance, patience, a lot of things that would not describe Gemini, to be honest. Look, I'm a Gemini sun, I'm allowed to take the piss out of it. Shit. Well, Gemini, well, we'll drink to that one then. Well, there's always next week. Nah, it's not that bad. So we had the Temperance card come out, but let's go on to the reading first, and then we'll blend that in at the end. So we have the Two of Pentacles. Now this is having the agility, or trying to have the agility here in handling money matters, especially. Trying to have the agility to rock it sort of back and forth, make it move for you. Trying to find the stability here and where it lies for you, Gemini. King of Cups. Being very warm-hearted, being very helpful as well, I want to say, in some ways. You know, you really are championizing a very artistic, in a way, mind frame, and a very richness to the way you go about things. You're being very invested, you're being very kind, you're being very fluent across the board, making sure, you know, you're keeping connections up strong with everybody. But the Five of Cups, I'm seeing here that you're doing all this to really mask or distract yourself from the real issue, which is this Five of Cups. Could be that you're making things exaggerated and a bit worse than what they are. 3 cups are spilled to a hole. You could just go and fill up the other 3, or just move forward with the 2 you have and not keep crying over spilt milk. Or it could be part B, that you really have had a loss here and you're sort of grief-stricken at the moment, to the point where you can't really look at the 2 cups of prosperity that are still laying beside you, because you are in the energy of still being very grief-stricken, very sorrow-ridden, too upset right now to even look at the other cups, because I don't give a shit about the cups, because I've lost 3 cups. And I'm really sad about that. You're pretty sad either way. There's a loss here. Whether you still have 2 cups or not, Gemini doesn't give a shit about that. Gemini is upset. Gemini lost 3 cups. Before the 8's out, 2 of Wands reversed with this freaking Justice card again, coming in this exact same position as the 3rd sign now for this week that's got this Justice up their ass. Libra energy. You could be connecting with a Libra, you know, fellow air sign. Let's air it up, I guess. Could be a Sagittarius too, but 2 of Wands reversed, so this is like sadness, trouble coming in here. Having an ideal system of something and seeing that it's not one and the same, being quite broken by that. Someone smashed your idea of there's no Santa. Justice card. you're waiting for justice to be done here. You're kind of getting a little vengeful here. I don't like that too much. If you want justice to come in and to make a decision here that's really unbiased and fair, that's all good. But if you're wanting justice to come in because you want it your way, because you feel like someone's done you wrong, be careful of that. You might get more than what you wish for. When justice is upright, she won't make an example out of you, but it doesn't mean she'll go your way either. Justice has a big-ass sword, man. Do you know why she has the Ace of Swords? Because sword of truth. She also has balance of the Libra and scales. You can't argue with truth and balance once the sword's swung. You're going to want to duck. You might lose your freaking head. There is no arguing. There's no recourse. Be careful what you wish for, Gemini. You might just get it. You want to bring in justice? Well, justice will come. Doesn't mean it's going to go in your favor. Remember that first card, Temperance? Maybe you might just want to sit in that Sagittarian energy of being moderate, frugal, chilled out, patient, mellow, fuse with all those elements around you that are pissing you off and shit, and make them work for you instead of trying to make them kill each other and work against each other so badly. You get more bees with honey, I think it's the expression. Basically stop working against everything. Try to bring it into fusion, make it work for you, even if it's making you feel a little bit unbalanced or like you got to do a little bit of work. Don't go begging someone else to make the decision and do it for you, because when you bring that in, you give up all control of it to someone else. And then you're really asking for something, especially when it doesn't go your way. Be careful what you wish for, Gemini, this week. Don't wish for something unless you really understand what that might mean. You might be sorry. Scorpio. Let's hope your week isn't so ghastly. The 1st till 8th of January. Scorpio. 7 of Wands reverse. One's come out. Not making gains here on something that you're passionately fighting for. If anything, you're losing gains. You're getting drowned by the crowd, the obstacles, yeah. Scorpio, you've got yourself in quite a pickle, haven't you? All that's gold doesn't glisten, but yeah, when you want it, you want it. 7 of Wands reverse. So fighting very hard here for something, but you're not making gains against the crowd, your combatants, whoever you're fighting against for, whatever. If anything, you're getting drowned by them. They're actually onslaughting you. You're not making any gains here with your opinion, your passions, your movement. You're getting onslaughted. Other people's opinions are coming above yours. You're getting staunched. Queen of Cups. So you're trying to be all nice and let's just have tea and a biscuit with that. Really, you want to take a pitchfork to someone's something, but you're trying to be all warm-hearted and sincere and polite. But Scorpio, really underneath, you really want to take these 7 of Swords and take these people out, really, because you're so sick of them getting above you over it. Your opinions, whatever, not amounting as much, or theirs overriding yours. 5 of Swords. So, yeah, this is going to end in a battle of you either winning or losing, point blank period. You'll be either the victor, ta-da, or the dejected, bow wow. It's going to be one of the two, 100%. There will be a decision. For the 8th is up and out. Shit. Well, the decision will be lying on this. Page of Cups and the Lover's sign of Gemini. Well, you decide to put your intent, effort, small cup you had, because page is a small offering or an adolescent offering. Maybe this person is older than you, younger than you, vice versa. Flip it if you need to. But it's a small offering in an investment here, wanting to be studious and invest in something here. What did you want to invest in? Love. Yeah, love hurts. 5 of Swords, dude. Seeing here, that's what this is all about this week for you, Scorpio. It's some sort of love connection, or connection that either you didn't know it was love and then you realize it was love, or you've just realized it's love and everything's gone boom. Because you're fighting for it. You're not winning. You don't feel like you're winning against the crowd yet. You're trying to pride forefront your best of self, that warm, nurturing, loving, devoted, caring, invested, blah, 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 best of self. 5 of Swords, you know this is going to end up with you winning ahead, losing ahead, being the victorious or the dejected. You know it's going to go one way or the other. So you're trying to be very studious right now, head down, bum up, really nurture this, because you're hoping that this is the it-all be-all. The real deal. I hope it is too for you. Interesting. Can't wait to see that next week's read. Sagittarius. It's coming in for 1st till the 8th of January 2022 for you guys. All the centaurs. For our horsey humans. With a head like a human and an ass like a donkey. How can you go wrong there? And a big ass bow. Laughing. I think this week's going to be good for you guys. How could it not be? 1st till the 8th of January 2022 for Sagittarius. What's coming in for this first week of 2022, 1st till 8th for Saggy? Oh, God. Well, justice is being a real, this week, to all of our signs. So if you, it's like Gemini all over again, but even, yeah, no, this is just like Gemini all over again. But at least I'm seeing more fire on your side, so that's good. It's all fire and cups, man. It's all fire and cups. And then big ass justice is just sitting there going, yeah, big ass sword. Well, King of Cups reversed. Being a bit dishonest, being a bit disloyal, maybe being a little bit rogue here. You got an idea, plan, system, something going on in your head, but you're not really like telling it like it is kind of thing. It's like telling the person, like when you go to put your kid to bed, for example, you know it's really late and you don't want to read a book, for example. My mum used to do this to me. I've never done this to my kids, of course. You read the first page and the last page and you skip the rest of the book. So, geez, that's kind of like what you're doing. You're not telling anyone the full fucking story. You're giving them the first page, little snippet, last page, little snippet. The rest of it is history. Don't worry about it. Blink and you missed it. Just rip the pages out. Yeah. 2 of Wands. You're looking at things the way they are and the way you had envisioned it, planned it, thinking maybe they're not one and the same. And you're not wanting everyone else to realise this, I'm seeing. That there's some sort of flaw or something isn't really in place. 4 of Wands reverse. It's to do with unhappiness, home or a relationship, lacking in security. Nowhere to lay hat, whatever the frick that means. Justice, 4 of Cups reverse. So again with this Libran energy of justice coming in, waving her gavel, all unbiased and whatnot, making her decisions. But once you've done that, I'm seeing with the Four of Cups reversed, you know, this is understanding that experience is done now, and then trying to move forward with that energy of, okay, that's done. So we're just going to like rock this now, like the glass is half full, and we're just going to put a little positive spinny on it. And we're going to move forward with a more hopeful outlook. We know we're still dealing with the same shit. It's just a different day. But we're just going to try and put a splash of glitter on it, positive spin on it, and see if it will rock a different outcome for us. Trying not to look at everything with a disgusted kind of ugh. So you're like, if I just smile, it's all gravy, baby. I hate this. That's exactly what you're doing. I hate this. You don't like this. And you don't want anyone else to know that it's not right or you don't like this. So you're hiding this. Or you're just staying away from the home or something in general, or just, yeah. Or this whole dysfunction is just in regards to lacking security, home, or a relationship around the home. But there's just, yeah. Things are not as they say as they do right now, but they will be soon. Justice is coming in. And you're going to be like, oh, crap. Let's just move forward with put the smile on the dial, give it a wink, and she'll be all good. I like that. She can't hurt. Why not? Hey, if it would work for me, I'd give it a go too. Why not? Good luck with that stage. Let me know in the comments down below. Did that shit actually work for you? If it did, let me know. Capricorn now, from the 1st to 8th of January. If you get away with that stage, that's pat on back. For Capricorn now, 1st to 8th of January. Let's see what's coming in for this first week of 2022 for the Capricorns. The Capricorn, 1st to 8th of January. Ooh, that nearly wanted to come out. 2022. Let's have a look. Oh. So Taurus is coming out. Oh, good Lord. Greedy. How many nights do you want? Greedy Capricorn. So coming into this first fresh day of this fresh new year of this 2022, Taurus is coming in. The Hierophant. So we're getting really deep here into spirituality. Maybe, you know, you're going through a bit of a state of conformity, or realizing that you're a bit outdated and you are conforming into a new direction here. But you're making a lot of judgment calls here through what you believe in. Can be attainment to marriage and things as well, if you're in a long-term relationship, Capricorn. Maybe you're thinking about it as well, perhaps. But you are here on an embrace of your gift of spirituality, you know, religion, whatever that attains to for you, whatever your belief systems are for you personally. But you are investing a lot into this at this moment, coming out of 2021. 7 of Cups reversed is your second card, Capricorn. So this is saying that you have chosen one particular thing and you are honed in on it. You know what it is. You've made up your mind. There is no other options for you. You're honed in on this one particular thing, and you will not give up until full success here is obtained, until you've got it in the baggie. Now, the next two cards I want to show you together, because they came out, really tripped out. Knight of Pentacles reversed with the Knight of Cups reversed, both galloping upside down, following each other's butts. So, you know, that's not every day you see that. So Knight of Pentacles reversed, you know, you are being completely stagnant here to the point of inertia. You're not actually moving at all. No movement here. Knight of Cups reversed. This is deviation, susceptibility, being flattered by someone that's come in, shake their ass, and you've just been like, whoa, totally got off the beaten track. You have totally got lost in the sauce, mate. Ace of Pentacles reverse. You know, before the 8th is here and done, Capricorn, you really are in a state of I can't get it together all in sync. I either have prosperity and no happiness, or I'm happy and I don't have any monetary or prosperity through monetary. It's all seesawed, out of whack, out of sync. Moving towards changing your belief systems or realigning with a belief system, spiritual, religion, marriage, whatever that attains to for you. Some sort of higher calling belief, and you're honing in on this. You've made up your mind. This is the one for you. This is the religion for you. This is the spiritual guidance. Whatever it attains to for you, this is it. This is the one. I'm banking on this, not leaving till it's in the bag. It's mine. Knight of Pentacles reverse. You've gone completely stagnant. It's like the moment you had the idea and you decided to put, I want that one, and then it's like, now it will come to me. No, it ain't. Well, then again, maybe it will, because the Knight of Cups reverses after that. You went completely stagnant, and then this flatterer, person you're very susceptible to, this option you had invested in, is just going to literally come and fall in your lap, it would seem. And as lovely as that is, you're just starting to notice, though, that you can't have everything all at the same time. It's always one or the other. It's never at the same time. Feels like it's a person or your spirituality. Different belief systems, backgrounds, upbringings, I don't know, something to do with some sort of structure here. Yeah, different world syndrome on that one, I think, Capricorn, but you let me know how that attains to for you. Only 2 more to go now. So now we are up to Aquarius for the 1st till 8th of January 2022. There we go. Getting out of a wooden. The 1st till 8th of January 2022 for Aquarius. Coming in for our water-bearing bumpkins. Oh, 9 of Wands. Okay, so you're waiting for the onslaught. Oh, good God, man. How bad can that get? So Aquarius, yeah, you're not having the best week. 9 of Wands, waiting for the onslaught, waiting for, you know, the opposition to come on the front foot at the ready, knowing it's coming, not quite sure when, where, but you're wary from battle, but you know, wand at the ready, waiting. The rough seas are coming. Why, Aquarius? 10 of Cups reverse, unhappiness, loss of love or joy through the home, through partnership, relationship here, but very much disassemble of the home. I feel like some sort of something's really got a bit of a bust within the home system, partnership, I want to say here for you, Aquarius. And your rough seas, stormy. We're entering the bad land. Knight of Cups. This is someone that you saw having real investment with, someone that you were journeying towards real movement with, whether that was a proposal, you know, making the relationship public, engagement, marriage, moving in together, whatever that next step is for you on your chinky chain of where you are. But it was that intention, it was that proposal, it was that challenge, bringing forth that declaration, that offering. What a kick in the guts. 5 of Pentacles, 3 of Wands. Yeah, it's gonna be a no. 5 of Pentacles is that being pushed out, maybe a third party choosing someone else, you being pushed out in the cold, destitute, lost. Yeah, we love that 5 of Pentacles. 3 of Wands, you know, you're standing there still waiting for that ship to come in, hoping that they will still, even after the destitution, loss, and maybe even kicking you out in the cold, that they will come back and choose you. Don't do that shit. That's not a good idea. The way she is doing that shit. Ace of Swords. Pride in truth, force, determination. You're being patient in some ways too. Sitting on it, waiting for the time to speak your truth, to get it out. It's not going to save it. I could give you some really good advice, but I know you're not going to listen to it. Because I know. You know. Good luck, Aquarius. Oh, let's just hope that Ace of Swords will sustain you and not just force and determination, but encourage strength and tenacity, as well as not be too cold to curl up with at night. Last sign now. Ouch. Aries. Oh, it's always got to be one of them. Has a real rocker. I think it might be you this round, Aquarius. Big hugs for Aries. Oh God, Aries, you never obey, honestly. You always try to break my cards. Bend them out of dog's ears. Aries, 1st to 8th of January 2022. Behave. Aries, you're being hot-headed and disobedient. A little bit rude. Settle down. See? Good Lord, no wonder. Aquarius, sit back down because you know someone else would take the title of shittiest week for the first week of January. Alright, well, no wonder you're disobedient and a bit rude and like callous, I want to say, Aries. Wow, you're pissed. Someone said the Aries butt on fire. 6 of Pentacles reverse. Well, nothing like pissing an Aries off, like saying, nah, you didn't get your equal share, I got mine, nah. Nothing like letting an Aries know that they didn't get equal rights, equal share, or know about anything. Yeah, you've upset the show, pony. 6 of Pentacles reverse. Not getting your equal share, being duped, being, you know, stiffed. Next card's even better. 3 of Swords, then leading to heartbreak, dispersion, sorrow, separation. Okay, so Aries, I'm seeing here, you realize at the beginning of the year that you've been getting stiffed your pay, wage, your monetary that you're entitled to. Someone's been screwing your book. And you're gonna voice your opinion very loudly. Yeah, 3 of Swords. I'm seeing that once it's made light of, they're not going to be, I guess you could say, sympathetic for you. If anything, they're going to just say, look, out you go then. You know, they're just going to, yeah, kick you to the curb kind of thing. Next card's the Hierophant in reverse, Taurus coming through. Yeah, you're very susceptible to being at times used by other people, Aries, or you being sort of leading the charge. It's not nice when the games are played on you, is it, Aries? Sorry, but I gotta like give you the finger. So I said, you've been naughties. It's not nice when the shoe's on the other foot. It's being very susceptible to other people's needs, going without, being so susceptible that you're in a state of vulnerability, going without because you're giving too much to others. Being taken advantage of is that energy completely, to the point where it's actually borderline abuse. 6 of Cups, 10 of Wands. Okay, so before the 8th is up, by the way, Aries, don't worry, you got it. Hat in the bag, worst reading for the week. 6 of Cups, 10 of Wands. So you're thinking that there's something that you want, but you just can't have it, or it's just too much to bear to have it. 10 of Wands. It's like, I want it, but I can't bear it. I like it, but I can't have it. It's that freaking Romeo and Juliet syndrome kind of shit. Like, I've got to have it. I love it. I want it, but it's not good for me. It hurts me. It leaves me all crazy, burdened, blistered, chafed, raw. But 2 of Wands reverse, sadness, trouble. It is, as you see it, not right. It needs to be fixed. 10 of Pentacles reverse. Definitely the worst reading for the week. Someone coming in and stealing from you. Your home and or your monetary. Go over your paperwork, guys. Especially your home loans or anything to do with insurance. Get it out. Check the beneficiaries. Update your will as well. If you have funeral insurance, even pull that out of the file of decks. Go through your paperwork would be my advice. Because the proof is in the detail. 2 of Wands reverse, 10 of Pentacles reverse. Sadness, trouble, being rogue, stiffed, because through home and monetary, it's roguery, dissipation of inheritance. Yeah, 10 of Wands, 6 of Cups. Yeah, this is a fucking nightmare, to be honest, Aries. Look, you're getting screwed, not getting paid your dues. Someone's going to tell you, well, that's stiff shit. Bye-bye now. You may even go back to this person, place, thing, even though you know this is not good for you and you're probably going to get stiffed again. Because you are so susceptible to these people. You are so suckered in. 6 of Cups, 10 of Wands. You don't know what's good for you. You want it, but it's not good for you. You know that it's a heavy burden. You want to release it, but you can't. Because you want it so badly. 2 of Wands reverse, 10 of Pentacles. You keep this up, you are going to end up with nothing. They're going to take it all, including the house. Well, that was a wonderful reading for the week. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did and got something out of that. That was very, very interesting indeed. Red Ski needs a cigarette and a coffee now. So I hope you're enjoying your New Year's Eve day, wherever you are in your neck of the woods of 2022. This first week, I think we're still dealing with some of the residual of 2021, but I wouldn't worry about it because I think next week's readings, we're going to see whatever all of our signs are going through with this residual will be uplifted, resolved, blown into the oblivion of 2021, reversed back over and forgotten, and push forward into whole new story time, which we can't wait for. So until then, lads and ladies, be good, be kind, and enjoy the start of this new year. And I'll see you next round. Bye, y'all.